Super Robot Tyson Compact 2! It's your boy Zappa, King of the Giant Robots, and welcome to Super Robot Wars Compact 2! Chijo Gekitohen! Or, I say or, and then forget what the subtitle is. Go me. I am smart. SMRT. Earth Crisis. Oh, there it is. The Wonder Swan emulator crackle. This is a robot, let's go. Uh-oh. Okay. I am lucky enough that I get to use my Robot Wars controller on the PC. Thank you, USB to PS2 adapter. We're gonna leave Kosuke stats alone. We start with Axel and Focus. I'll take that. I'm gonna grab one of my books. Even though I can't really do too much. Let's go ahead. Alright, cool. Let's go. Fire it up. Which button? Game? What do you want me to do here, game? Oh! Dingus. Universal Century 00XDX. The Earth Sphere was in chaos. After the 1-year war, the official ZEON remnant hunters, Titans, the Titans, ran out of control. In the end, the fight known as the Grips War, Captain Shiroko saw his ambition of seizing the entire Earth Sphere with Neo Zeon fouled by Bright Noah's Argama team. Underneath the war, there were those who still insisted on fighting. Dr. Hell, a scientist planning on conquering the confusion-ridden world, tragic cyborgs created by human technology, Meganoids. Former inhabitants of the Earth, the Underground, Dinosaur Empire, Kyoryu'd Empire, and Space's Muge Zalmados Empire in an attempt of conquering the cosmos. Thanks to these super robots, machines boasting literally immense power, all of these nearly simultaneous disturbances ended in victory. Yeah, we did that in Compact 1. Just then, everything seemed to return to normality. The Union Army High Command does a thoughtless armament curtailment. Immediately after that, a new invader, the Great King Vega led Vega Alliance Army enters. The once suppressed Axis Neo Zeon reincarnates, and the mysterious destroyer Gaizok starts moving. The storm of war is raging again, Earth in its very center. The events to result from these successive incidents, and what power is in motion to drag the entire universe into them, unknown to everyone. Universal Century 00XCX. The place is Earth, surface. The Union Army's Far East Division, Beast Battle Squad, Cyber Feast Force, Beast Battle Squad, my ass. The story begins here. Ah, I see. This translation is used Union instead of Federation. I didn't double check that. There's dialogue in space. I'm going to read from here. The Federation's High Command has always feared the possibility of facing some run-amok major force, and the Titans, shielded by their official ZEON Remnant Hunters position, were undeniably successful in forcing both Earth and space into obedience. Therefore, until all pending questions about their demise are answered, the Cyber Beast Force will spend its time in a remote base. Jesus, no, that's got to be fake. Okay, now fix that. That's going to drive me crazy. Alright, and after the war, the Argument team was dissolved under the allegation it was over-concentrating power. Now, given only a new model battleship and a small battle power, it was probably soon to have its independent raid squad status restored. Because Dr. Hell's Earth Conquest was omitted, because Dr. Hell's Earth Conquest plan was omitted, it's like his attacks never happened, and the two Mozzing robots that defeated him and the Machine Beast army were sent to the museums. Considering Dan Kuga's gathering dust in the deck right now, the museum is such a bad fate. We overlooked the fact that control over both Mozzingers was, in effect, taken from being research facilities that built them. I'm gonna wait until I see a certain face on screen. Dr. Hell. There we go. Christina, now promoted from test pilot to regular pilot, and Bernie, too, were sent to the Cyber Beast Force base, where they maintain their mobile suits in shape, waiting for a deployment opportunity that may never come. Not fond of the Federation's mechanics, Bernie still rides a Zaku Kai and keeps his personal files obscured to avoid any problems. Oh, that on track. Here we go. Professor Hazuki is expecting 3 new pilots to arrive today. The first of them is Kyosuke Nanbu, a test pilot promoted into regular service. He rides the Alt Tyson, also known as the Gispinst Type 3 or Mark 3, the prototype for mass production model army machine that never made it to the factories because it was deemed to lack versatility. The second pilot is former Argaba team member Fa Yuri. Camille Bedan was wounded when fighting the Titans, and she came to the Earth Service to follow his treatment. Just as conditions started to improve, she was moved out to a facility in Jaburo, while she was assigned to the Far East Division. I might have misspoke. I said she was moved out. Camille was moved to Jaburo, and she got shoved to the Far East Division. And the third character, the third unit that we get, which we saw very briefly as I was reading, Shiro Imanama from the Kojima Battalion's 8th MS team, a group famous for having received low-spec ground-type Gundam models assembled from surplus parts of the first Gundam. During the last war, Shiro was discharged from active duty due to suspicious association with enemies, but Hazuki pulled him out of ostracism. Shiro doesn't strike him as a traitor, but Shiro doesn't strike Hazuki as a traitor, and the current situation does allow for the luxury of refusing any possible help. Besides, commanding the CBF gave Hazuki plenty of experience in handling Army's problem children. Informed about an apparent disarray in Jaburo, Norris imagines his newly received orders to attack Earth Federation local bases are meant to take advantage of the situation, but still fails to understand what exactly is happening. Jinya Sahalin calls for an attack on Japan and plans to join the raid himself in a prototype, until Norris talks him out of it. The local weather doesn't help Junius' old heart wound, and a small island local base is likely to demand new model machines. Oh, I have no data tabs open. Okay. Were it not for Grandizer's power, the Argument team, or the Londo Bell, would have been overwhelmed by the Vega Alliance army long ago. Bright is unable to ask for reinforcements because the Zeon surface forces are jamming Jarbo's communications, or so he thinks. And even if he could, it probably wouldn't make a difference anyway. The military simply doesn't have enough pilots, Like us, Bright only received one X test pilot so far. Given the situation, Hazuki proposes sending Dan Kuga to the Londo Bell, but Bright can't accept it because of jurisdiction issues. Without contacting Jarbro, they can't get permission to reassign troops. On the other hand, it would certainly be major help for the Argama right now. Only Grendizer can destroy a saucer beast alone. Bright would get in trouble for bringing on authorized reinforcements, but what if the cyber beast were to be left to space on its own? After all, if Shinobu admits his team isn't new to disobeying orders. In return for the much needed help, Bright shares a piece of information with Hazuki. Newbie pilots assigned to the Gondol. The Gondol? Gondor, because it's an anagram for dragon. I hate that. I have to keep re-scrolling back to where I was reading. Scroll. None of this feels like it lines up with what's going on the screen. This is very weird. Anyway, Bright shares new information. The newbie pilots assigned to the Gondor and the Londo Bell may be both survivors of that incident. The decision of having promoted unto regular service may have no particular meaning. After all, they're both good pilots, but having it right in the middle of an armament reduction program left Bright suspicious. And that's something he and Hazuki will have to look at in the future. I wonder... That entire chunk was skipped. Here we go. That's what I was talking about. Here we go. I'm just going to keep reading anyway. While en route to Japan, Shiro took a quick stop at the Science Museum to see the legendary Mazingers. But... yeah. Mazinger Z wasn't there. It had been sent to the Photon Power Lab for maintenance. What he couldn't understand was why couldn't the maintenance have been done at the museum? Perhaps Professor Yumi is already preparing something. Transmissions report a new unidentified army appearing in Tokyo. It seems to have come from very high altitude, perhaps space. But Bright reported that no enemies other than the Vega Alliance. And unable to contact the still unreachable Jaburo, Hazuki decides to launch without orders in order to save the city. The dragon is powering up again. Stage 1. The Flying Dragon in the Clouds. Let me hit you with that. Japanese. Flying Dragon. Kiryo-joun.
Kiryo-joun.
Flying Dragon Clouds. Okay, sure. Alright. Although the Cyber Beast Force is ready to leave, Hazuki warns Zankuga must take off from a proper installation. And while it would normally be able to launch into space by itself, Dankuga's current UGI rate is suddenly reduced to capability about 50% of usual. Enemies. As Norris appears, he sees the Cyclops team tuned up Zakukai amongst the Federation units. He had already heard of a traitor, and tries to call its pilot back home. Bernie, however, refuses to leave the path he's chose and thinks to be right. want to do is kind of force these guys to come on land. But first things first, we have people to look at. Professor Hazuki, support level 1 and scan. Yosuke Nanbu, defense level 3 and support level 1. I'm fairly certain that that's defense. Again, I forgot to prepare my pages. Because I'm smart, I'm pretty sure. Oh, support attack and support defend. Okay. Those are two separate commands. Support defense, support attack. We have Axel and focus. We have Fa Yuri. Support attack level 1. Scan and good luck. Classic Metis, classic healbot. It do what it do. Does it? It better do what it do. Does it not? Aww. I'm hoping that first bit says special ability, no shield, transform. Type flying. Oh, the first option here. It's listed as a weapon. Repair equipment. Dingus! It was there the whole time. It's like I've never done a Let's Play on a Robot Wars. I think it's just because it's a new game. I'm not in the group. Not grooved in. Bernie Weisman. No skills. Self-destruct, hot blood, and great guts. Christina McKenzie. Support attack level 1. Great effort and trust. You are the healer right now. You and Fa are probably switching. Nope, nope. You have a shield, yes. Shiro Amada. Support defense level 3. Support defense or just defense? Support defend. Yeah. And support attack. Yeah. But you don't have the shield defense skill. Even though your robot has a shield. Maybe you learn it later. Maybe it's a thing you learn. Characters do learn things. We have Love, Snipe, and Hot Blood. And the all-important Daniel Cougar. Shinobu. Prevail with Axel, Hot Blood, and Shouting PI. Sarah, no pilot skills. Regular guts, trust, and lock on. Rio, who is third, that's unusual. Mercy, and I think I know what it is, but again, what is it called in this game? Intuition! Effects of Bullseye and Flash. If one of them is still active, you can't cast it again. I wasn't done. And Masato, no skills, Axel, focus, and great effort. That took long enough. Now... I kinda wanna check your attack range. Movement range is good. 3 to 6. Okay, cool. Y'all have to move. Excellent. Okay, a little crackle every now and again ain't so bad. Zaku. Post move of 1, longest range of 5. 5. One, two, three, 5. Oh. One, two, 5, 6. Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. Instant saving! I love it. I miss it. Can't fire beans into water. Oh, you're above. Hell yes. Hell yeah, easy buttons. Alright, cool. Right, that's where we're having to run some numbers on this shit. Hell yeah, get him. Just let that hit you for a second. This is the first time Kyosuke's theme happens. This is Kyosuke's debut. Behold, the Alt Tyson. Honka! What? You have machine gun that can hit. Shh. Yeah, wrist machine guns, let's go! Does Bernie not have support? Bernie has no skills yet. Right. Chris has support. Ah, yes, shoulder scrolling. What do I got? 99. Punch! Christ, because they're in the water. Take it. Okay. Oh, I guess you don't need the shield skill to shield up. Weird. Because you don't have a shield. You have defense. Is this incorrectly copied? Is this false data? I'm gonna have to check the book on that shit. Wait, hold on. Have to find out. Going after y'all in the water is probably incredibly dumb. go ahead and finish them with the Vulcans. Haha! There you go, get out of the water. Good shield, good shield. Hell yeah. Got... Give me a guts. I don't know. This is too far for support. Number 3. Get him, Bernie. Excellent. Wait a minute. Do the efficient thing. Get support. Get deflected! Get parried! Need to figure out how to set a button for a small, like, modulation. Small reverb. I think that would be fun. I don't know if that's Vulcans or if that's the wrist cannon. There we go. Idiots! Why y'all go into the water directly? I had so many other options. Alright. This is where F6. See if you survive this shit or not. I mean, Prevail should kick in, but I think Prevail only works on critical. Oh, let's do a shouting. You need to be on that square. Unless... Who didn't move? Oh. Idiots. Leveled up for Fa, no fanfare, no sound effects. You know what? I have an idea. Didn't hold the right button. I hit! But that shield. That's the move. And that's why you're gonna stand right there. Bunker! Oh, good grief. 2 save slots. Critical. Norris, down. Well, if I hadn't one-shot him just then, Norris retreats under 30% of his HP. So under 1800. What did I have before? I'll have to check that shit in post. Get that exp! Dun 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 dun! Alright. Give me some data. Post move 3 to 5. Dang it. But I don't think you're gonna try, so... Not gonna need a 6, but whatever. Get out of the dang water. I'll take this. For now. Shotgun. Boulder missile. Come on, Chris, shield up. That's not a shield, but... You can end this here. No. Alright. What do we got? All new. All beans. That's beans. Okay. Wait. Bernardo. Bruh. T.I. No. Neckets. Destroyer. No. Oh, that's right. Suke. What is this? I'm trying to read it, but I can't. Sukueru Kuremoru Moru. Square Claymore. So we don't have trump card. We have Claymore. But Claymore is not post move. Let's go. What the hell? Oh god, it's chain mine. You know what? I'm glad we got to see that at least. Skadoosh, get exp. The guide actually, my translation guide actually provided technical advice. Most enemies are weak and won't threaten the units, so just don't let them use the water terrain as their advantage, especially the high dogs. Now is the time to learn to get about support, attack, and defense. Take care of the comfers, because the chain mine is a motherfucker, as well as the goof custom. After the battle, Ryo expresses disappointment with the lesser firepower Dankuga showed, for which Hosky blames the CBF itself. From now on, they better never neglect their unit's maintenance again. They won't be able to stand up to the Vega Alliance army. Dankuga may as well stay here on Earth. Terra gets him to calm down, saying they don't feel like being laughed at by the rest of the Lot Nobel. Note in the translation guide, thank you, because this does not appear anywhere in my physical manuals. I guess the reason for that being, and I have to go and check the Part 2 books. If the Part 1 books came out after Part 1 was released, Part 2 didn't exist yet, so how would they have known to do such a thing? I digress. The note in the translation guide states, make sure that all of Dankuga's weapons are upgraded at least 1 point, as well as all of its stats to get a move. Do so before it leaves. Transmissions for both the Sato Mitsu and Photon Power Labs express their wish to help the Gondor team's efforts. Yes, the super robots of the previous wars will join us. The bad news is the new enemies landed on Tokyo are reported to be a considerably large force. So in order to avoid confronting an enemy you currently have some chance of defeating, we would have to take a longer route around them. And I got shit. Flow chart, give me your data. We got a booster, we got a repair kit. And Fighting Spirit, you know what? Fighting Spirit's fucking good. Now, normally I would be focused on Dan Kuga, but we only get them for this first chapter. So, unfortunately, I'll have to let it slide. Bernard, Shiro, Christina, Shinobu Hakase, Ba, Kyosuke. Get used to that jam, because that is our intermission. Save that game. Next time, I do some calculations and choose a route. We're either going for Getter or Mazinger Z. Perhaps Great Mazinger. Good night, Space Ones.